Well, Professor Ishak Oloyede is the Registrar of JAMB. He joins us via Skype this morning. Good morning, Professor, and thank you for joining us today. Now, I know that perhaps some review of the entire process may be going on by the authorities to see how they could further improve the process. But in terms of logistics, there may be challenges, maybe one or two here and there. But what kind of recommendations is JAMB considering to ensure that in the days ahead of future JAMB UTME exams, there are hitches reduced to the barest minimum?
Thank you very much and good morning. Yes, we expect recommendations. It is not for us to determine the type of recommendations I expect. We welcome all constructive suggestions, criticism, and so on. And we can assure you that all recommendations will be considered by the appropriate bodies and decisions will be taken. I think on our own part, we are very happy that we have achieved what we have set out to achieve. There might be, yes, there were hiccups at the beginning of the registration, and we rose up to that, and that was solved within the first 2 weeks. A number of people who criticize have ulterior motive, despite the fact that there are genuine ones. If we could register within 5 weeks over 1.5 million, and we could go on to conduct the examination without as much hitches as we previously had, it means that we are improving. As far as we are concerned at the JAMB level, we are not perfect, but we will go back to the drawing board and improve on our performance. But we are very, very happy about the outcome. One of the goals we wanted to achieve was that we want the most efficient manner of conducting the examination. Every year we collect 8 billion, 7 billion naira. We spend 95% on the examination. And we believe that's not an efficient manner of doing it. We believe that it could be done cheaper. And we can boldly say that we have conducted the examination at least 5 billion naira cheaper than it used to cost. So we believe that there are so many things in the country that require whatever the government can get from elsewhere. So for me, what we set out to achieve had been achieved, and we will continue to improve on what we are doing. We believe that we should by now be doing things according to at least not below the average standard elsewhere. So I want to say I thank my colleagues who participated actively, vice chancellors, provosts, rectors. I thank them sincerely. Former executive secretary, NUC, and so, who really came to participate and to improve on what we are doing. We believe we will do better, and we welcome suggestions, not by those who want to manipulate the system. There are vested interests whose interests are being threatened, and they also organize some people to make noise for them. I've heard somebody saying that they came. When you ask a candidate to get to the examination hall at 7 o'clock, that does not mean that the examination will start at 7. What that means is we start the process at 7. Then when the examination starts at 9, the person starts to complete. That was the time we have scheduled for our examination. I hope you are communicating with you.
Yes, let me ask you about one of the challenges that you're facing also. There are complaints of inadequate CBT centers across, especially the local government areas. What are you doing to be able to get CBT centers to just about every area that needs it?
Yes, I want to admit, I wouldn't say there are not enough. There is no even distribution of CBT centers. CBT centers are largely owned by private individuals. Yes, and they are also owned by public institutions like universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education. If you talk of, it's not evenly distributed. That's what I would say, not that they are not adequate. We conduct our examination for 1 week. There are places in Nigeria where the candidates they had couldn't go beyond 1 day, some 2 days. There are places in Ogun, for instance, where we couldn't even fill the vacancies for the place called Oni, for instance. The number of students we had in that place was not enough for the center, the only center we had there. We have also places in Abia, Anambra, where the examination did not